Alright, live's coming back on.
Awesome. I asked in chat where we left off for everyone.
Hopefully even with better connection, since OBS was refreshed. Hey, you hear us now, Specimen? We are back!
Huzzah.
I'm over here trying to relog back into Decentral land. Kept giving me this error that told me to sign out and sign back in, and I was like, sign out of what? Welcome everyone to Beyond the Rug. Alright, did anyone answer your question on what was asked?
Check one more time. All right, as you said, we are back. Where did the stream cut out? Couldn't have been too long ago. Right around more users.
Right around more users. Man, that...
I talked about that a few times. I guess... let's see if I get some more information. Oh, okay. Like bring in. So yeah, I guess like the bringing in more users was probably let's see.
Let's see, we spoke about MasterCard, then we kind of shifted more into was it onboarding? Well, it was more like of a comment about how Decentral Games goes out and, you know, like is taking the aggressive approach when it comes to marketing in the bear market, to bring in new users and make purchasing ice and entering the ecosystem a lot easier through like credit card methods or payment methods.
Right. I think it was before the MasterCard, so before the ad partners and whatnot. So maybe we could pick up right around kind of like that. We could do like an overview of the ad partners again, real quick, just to bring everyone up to speed.
Okay, I was I'm loving the chat.
Let's see.
Ooh, what happened? Tengu had a question. Oh, Tengu's asking why is the link that's dropping sending him to the end of Stateless Road? The coordinates are -52, -140.
Sinful, you might have dropped me the Twitch chat. I can't seem to find that. I had it up earlier.
Yeah, I got you. Like the link to the Twitch?
Yeah.
I got you.
So I can slow straight.
There we go.
Thank you. All right. This.
Well, I guess since we can't find our last talking point, sadly, maybe we can remember soon. Let's talk a little about the ongoing events that DG hosts.
Absolutely. So yeah, recently we with the launch of SMGs, it kind of opened us up to doing partnered wearables. Before with the ice lines, we couldn't necessarily do a partnered wearable because most of the revenue was obviously went to our treasury, and then a lot of it, or at least half or more, went to support the price of ice. Um, but recently, with the SNG wearables, essentially what we have been doing is we, find a partner that has, a pretty well built up community. One of our first kind of partners was the Kill Bears. Their community is phenomenal. If you haven't had a chance to check them out, love what they are doing with the storytelling NFTs and obviously their other kind of PFPs that they're releasing. I know Ali is deep in that community. But yeah, circling back to the partnerships. So with these partners, we essentially what we do is we create them a wearable, drop it to all of their users and holders of their NFTs. Um, Before like, with the Killer Bears, we actually did purchase a Killer Bear head and then remade that. Just obviously, so we can have the rights to it, and it's not like a complex kind of partnership in that sense. But yeah, we airdropped them all like their Killer Bear head, organized a little in-game or in-world event for them at Tominoa Casino, and basically just kind of provided them a platform to get onboarded to Decentraland. Nothing is easier to. There's no easier way to onboard a user by sending them a wearable. Like you just like, oh, here, this is, you could trick out your avatar. Obviously, the standard Decentraland wearables are awesome, but this one's custom to your community and what you guys are about. So I think that was a kind of like a great way to introduce a lot of these other Web3 communities to Decentraland and what Decentraland has to offer. But yeah, so we went super hard with the partnerships. I think we did 14 or 16 partnerships. There's still some coming up in the new year. Some big ones actually in the new year. So excited for those. But yeah, we were shooting to do one at least once a week, on top of our other kind of in-world events. We host DJ Rodeo, DJ Tracks, and all those other amazing DJs at Tominoya and the Stronghold quite frequently. Other than that, we do have the Thursday night Diamond Hand City. So anyone that has a level 5 wearable can come play in Diamond Hand City. There's no assigned seating, so you can choose your opponents. If you want to, sometimes I play with Spicy and, we go at it. But it's definitely grown to be a really, really fun weekly event. And it was actually started by one of our community members, Morphbot. He is just a phenomenal community member. He always in Crown Chat, just saying some funny stuff and sharing, what he's learning about, obviously, Decentraland. And I think he was one of the first few people that did imported the avatar's face, and then kind of tied it to his facial expression. So when he goes on live streams, his avatar is there and actually like talking and engaging with you. I think it's just hilarious.
It is hilarious. It looks like bolts are falling out of him and shit.
yeah, it's so good. He's definitely crushed it with that. And I've seen other creators like Doki start to pick it up and incorporate it into her streams, which is awesome. But yeah, so we have an event. We kind of toned it back for Christmas and New Year's. Obviously, let people spend time with their families, and obviously the DG team needed a little bit of a break as well, because we've been working pretty hard the last months. Like as far as I can remember, go back is I think we launched like around 10 or 11 months ago now. So yeah, it's been a pretty nonstop shipping period. So good to get everyone a break and relax. But yeah, so coming in the new year, we'll be back to regular business hours and regular scheduled events. We have them like almost every day. I think we tone it back a little bit, but there is at least like a handful a week. Like I think 3 to 4 events a week. We have some free play competitions where you can jump into Tominoya, and everyone starts with the same amount of chips. I believe it's 5,000 chips. Then you can play blackjack or roulette, and then the top three winners get or I think the top five winners, I believe, get like a little bit of a prize. I think it's the top three. I think we said it was top three recently. But yeah, so that's like a good kind of like free way to earn yourself some DG, especially when DG is low as it is right now. So you can start collecting there, and then other than that, just some kind of sprinkled in events, partnered events that we like to host.
Or some of those partnered events, I think I recall like a talk show being hosted at Stronghold by Pixelia. He was the host. Are those still going
Oh,
on?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm more kind of tied to the partnered events. Murph is our director of events. He handles most of that stuff. But I'm pretty sure we did that, and I'm pretty sure we did like a Decentral comedy event as well. I'm pretty sure that one's ongoing.
I see, I see. I'm gonna have to get Murph on here one of these days. I actually
Yeah, yeah,
got to hang out with him in Miami as well. Super awesome guy. I love being around him.
yeah. Murph is he's like a ray of sunshine. He's always got a great attitude. He's always up to party for sure. And yeah, he just every time I see him in real life, it's just like such a treat. He's just so hilarious. He's always got a smile on his face, and he's always looking to get up to some mischievous things, and it's good. It's good, you know.
It's really cool that like you mentioned that because like my experience with Murph, like yeah, like he always had a smile on his face, always was ready to go, like just like
Yeah, he's
always
just
overall positive.
super happy and super stoked to be wherever we may be at the time. I'll hop over to Diamond Head City and join you.
Yep, just checking out all the level 5 wearables. And now this one I want to know. Well, I was gonna ask the inspiration behind it. I think I know the inspiration, but I wanna hear from you.
That one was fun. So obviously everyone knows HP, H Kravakos. I don't know, I'm not exactly sure how to say it, but I just call him HP.
Mhm.
Just a, for lack of better words, a filthy Frenchman. No, he's awesome.
I love
I
it.
do really enjoy HP. We disagree on many things, but it doesn't take away from the fact that we still share the same goal and stuff, and we've never like actually gotten into like an altercation. We've always just had very relaxed disagreements, and we discuss, and he's been super helpful with Discord and whatnot.
Same. The like I think it was a couple weeks ago. He actually like messaged me, and it was a screenshot of him looking at my DAO profile, and it said 0% personal match, saying that, meaning that like I agree with him at 0% of the times. and, and he's like he just says this is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, so funny. He's definitely like a very I don't know. I don't want to say like tunnel vision. But he's just very passionate about his beliefs and what he thinks is right. So and he might not come across like the right people, but I feel like he's always looking out for everyone's best interests, whether they can see it at the time or not. So
Yep, totally. I mean, like, definitely, like, every time I see him in the DAO, anytime that he votes, it's like not like he's voting because no, like he's literally, trying to look out and like for Decentraland on a long-term basis, not on the short term.
for sure.
So, like, I mean, all love to HP, I have to say. So sorry, continue on with your story. I had cut you off.
No worries, no worries. But yeah, so I really kind of like enjoyed, and obviously the beret is just a staple piece. It looks good on pretty much everyone, So in real life and in the game as well. So yeah, I definitely took a lot of like influence from like the Frenchman number one, and then the turtleneck and chain is just also another classic staple piece. I think Orange Joe actually on the forums posted a picture of the rock with his turtleneck and chain on, and that was definitely you know the major influence there. But I just wanted to create like because there's the standard turtleneck, but I wanted to create the turtleneck with the chain. You know, I feel like it's just so signature and it's simple, but also you know it really kind of like hits with a lot of people and a lot of crowds. And I also wanted this one to be a little bit more you know female friendly, female based. Obviously, you know, a lot of our outfits are a little bit kind of like male heavy, which I'm working on. Don't worry. Definitely looking to bring more female wearables. But yeah, that was the main inspiration.
Would it be that you're looking to bring in like female wearables, or kind of more kind of female representations of the wearable release? Like, will there, like, in a way, a male representation, female representation?
I actually want to do a full like female collection. That's like on my like at the top of my list for the new year is to just do only female S&G wearables. So I'm shooting for like 5 to 10 wearables, strictly female based, like some you know some sweet dresses, you know some perhaps like some bathing suits. Obviously, a pair of heels is going to be essential.
Yeah.
And then you know some other just kind of creative, trendy outfits that go with the times. So definitely look forward to that.
I'm looking forward to it as well. I mean, that is an amazing idea, and I really think that, you know, DG as a whole team need to move in on that idea, because I currently have Canessa over here in the Twitch chat like, yes, please, you know, give me wearables. So and and I mean, with Canessa, like it's always good to bring in like different I almost said different audience, but yeah, different community members, no matter who they are, make them feel welcome, because like, you know, poker and Decentral games is for everyone.
Right, exactly. But yeah, I definitely want them to be, you know, a hit within the community. So
I
I'll be rushing. I'll be working on it, but you know, be patient. You know, I'm gonna like get started with like a lot of the meshes and then kind of shoot them around and see what people think, and then you know kind of adjust from there. But I definitely want to do a really solid female collection, so I'm excited.
If probably if you need some feedback, I'm sure our friend Canessa will be right there to help you along every single step of the way. Any feedback you may need.
Oh yes, yeah. I'm taking notes from obviously the baby dolls. They've just absolutely crushed it, and you know, become pretty much famous. Like I would say they're famous now. You know, just from like that staple outfit. So yeah, definitely taking notes of there, and then obviously one of my other favorite creators is Doki, who does the hair. Is just all the hair is just like. It's just honestly crazy. I just like looking at it in the game. It sounds weird, but it's just so well done, and you know, I definitely take notes there. So
have you looked at any of Refraction's work? I feel like when it comes to like elegance, like Refraction does hit that for when it comes to like their you know, female wearables, which I think for the most part
I believe so. I'm like pretty much 100% positive that I have, but I just can't put my finger on which wearables that I'm speaking about. Yeah, I'll definitely check those out for sure.
Oh, we have Rustan here joining us.
Rustan is one of my favorites, dude. It's so funny.
I have to. That's the emote that I've been eyeballing, actually. Dang it! I'm
the smack that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna FOMO in right now.
I can shoot you one too if you want. I can go ahead.
Well, everyone's. Ooh, what is this? Oh my God, you have more. So
good.
Yeah, I guess this would be a good time to jump into emotes. So
yeah, good segue.
Yeah, so with emotes, I do remember that when they were first available, it was I guess it was available for DG and Dapcraft to publish, correct?
I think what it was is we got access to the emote like file, I guess you could say, which allowed you, it gives you like all the IR and uh, inverse and the other like the kinematics, I guess, of controlling the avatar. So yeah, I believe we had early access to that, and I was, super fortunate and lucky to get it. I actually didn't even know that it was just Dapcraft and myself that had access to that. I thought it was going to be, more creators. So when I dropped all those emotes, I honestly felt a little bit guilty, given that, we had such early access and I did so many. But with the emotes, it's just like wearables. Like there's the possibilities are just endless. I kind of took the approach of doing the staple kind of emotes that you would find, in any kind of game that you can dance on someone with. And then I've kind of just gone up in complexity there. I think one of the funniest things that we should kind of make a note on this podcast is that how well the sitting and like laying down emotes did.
I know how well they did. I was one of the people that published one of them. I published
That was awesome.
the Stargaze emote.
Yeah, that was awesome. That
It's
one. I just think it's so hilarious, like, because like the metaverse is such like game changing tech and like um, just like it's just full of like endless possibilities. But the thing that was just like all the rave for like a couple weeks, if not a month or two, was just being able to sit in the metaverse.
I mean,
I
I
just
still
thought,
sit.
yeah, I just thought that was hilarious. I need to pick some up actually. I have a few that were sent to me, so I'm super stoked on those ones. But yeah, I mean, I love some of these emotes are just like amazing. I mean, I have some decent ideas, but some of these emotes are just like blowing me out of the water. Especially this one that Rusan is doing right now.
Hmm.
Um, just like the scaling. I honestly had no idea that you could like scale down like that. And then I saw some of the amazing ones that Daftcraft did as well, where they like did the portal, where they like shoot the portal or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, just the creativity on that is just awesome. I had
And
definitely opened my eyes.
how you can break the system by oh, both of my those emotes aren't working right now here. I'm gonna have to refresh. So if you do like a fairy emote and like a dance, at the moment what I've been doing it with is the mosh dance. It will just
Mm,
create a mini version of you that's moshing.
that's hilarious.
I,
That's so good. I actually didn't know that either.
I've been playing around with those. Like you'll catch me at the parties. I'm most likely doing that mini moshing.
That's awesome.
And
Yeah, they,
I mean what wearables did for Decentraland, I have to say, is like monumental because like it just brought a whole new way for everyone to kind of like connect and kind of bond, even if we're just standing like right in front of a like a screen, or if we're just sitting right in front of a screen like hundreds of miles away from each other.
exactly. Yeah, I think there's like some quote that always sticks with me. Being a creator is fashion is like the easiest way and the first impression that you make of how you express yourself. So even though we can't necessarily have facial expressions or we can talk, but at least you have a way to express yourself. And I think emotes were phenomenal. They actually took that just a step further. Everyone kind of has just as Rusan especially. I was making that emote and I just couldn't stop thinking about how he was just gonna take it way too far and start doing all this crazy stuff. Rightfully so, though. I fully had that in mind when I was creating it. But yeah, I just think being able to express yourself in different ways besides just wearables is a great step in the right direction.
Yep. Which actually like gets me to even wonder what is the next, what is the next big thing that will be like just a whole nother factor, or yeah, a factor that makes the Central Land like this big ecosystem, like for people to just come in and connect and bond, hang out.
I think great question. I think the first thing was to mention will be the personalized kind of parcels,
Mm-hmm.
which is, yeah, that's kind of just not as. I mean, it's pretty expressive depending on how far you take it. But I'm hoping that eventually we can get some facial expressions in there, whether it be like an emote or some type of, kind of add-on, or maybe even an NFT. I think that would be awesome to do.
Or
I
maybe
see
like
people.
bubbles popping, being able to pop up, like materializing stuff with your emote, and then it'll like go away after emote is finished.
That is in the works, I believe. I think I remember Shibu back in the day, when emotes were first coming out. I was like, because you can do that now with the money emote when you make it rain and then blowing the kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's possible. I just think the building that part out is obviously going to be a little bit more complex, because when you add an object, obviously it can cause issues, and that object needs to be like skinned, rigged, and all the other things, and needs to appear at the right moment, blah blah blah, go on forever. um but yeah, I think that probably would be the next thing on the radar for the foundation, is making an object be able to appear.
How exciting! I already have ideas.
Yeah, I actually have like a list of emotes that I haven't done, just because it would be a million times better with the object in it. So I have I'm with you. I'm waiting.
uh, oh man, I lost my whole train of thought just now. I decided to
No worries.
spark up a little bit and.
No worries.
Yes, we're
It's so.
coming. Hmm?
I was just saying, it's so funny. Just before we were talking, my vape died, and I had to like go and get a new one.
1 second. So, any future collaborations with DCL community members that we should be looking out for?
Nothing that I can say right off the bat. But one, obviously we have some other kind of partnered wearables coming up, but that is one thing that I'd like to explore, and I've kind of been planting seeds here and there, with creators in the space. I've asked Crown Chat, obviously. They're my go-to whenever I need to like check myself. I'm like, all right, what do you guys think of this? But yeah, I've asked the Crown Chat who their favorite creators are, and I've made a list of all of them, and I've slowly started to reach out to them, and I want to make sure like I'm coming to them in like a respectful way. It's going to be like a little bit complex, given like the rev share and whatnot, because all of like our emotes, and or not the emotes right now, but the emotes will be for sale on ice, but all of the SNG wearables are for sale on ice. So I want to make sure I come correct and put together a plan that's going to be satisfactory for both parties. Yeah, I just don't want it to come across the wrong way. But definitely, I'm definitely looking to partner with creators in the space, and get that out there. So no names right off the bat, but if anyone's interested and wants to possibly collab, definitely shoot a DM my way, and as soon as I get the doc all worked up with kind of the specifics of how it would go down, I definitely would like to dive right into that. But yeah, that's definitely on my radar, along with the female S&G wearables.
Thank you for sharing. And follow-up question: have any of those crown holders said Sinful is their favorite creator?
I I
Tear
believe
runs down
Kanasa
face.
did.
Oh, Kanessa,
I believe Kanasa. Yeah,
Kanessa, always yes. Thank you,
yeah. There's
Kanessa.
there's some there's some good names in there. I have to like find my list of where it was. Yeah, Rusan was mentioned. He's around. Let's see, Doki Roomway, I think, is another collab that I think we shouldn't let slide. They've been making some amazing progress. Let's see. Let me scroll back through here and see if it's like it was fairly recent. Uh, Might be a little bit too far back in our chat. But yes, definitely looking to collab with some creators in the space. But again, I just want to make sure both parties are happy and come to a satisfactory agreement. Obviously, ICE is a little bit kind of all over the place. So yeah, gonna want to make sure that before we even get started, that people are happy and obviously, I want to have these partnerships go well so I can continue to do them, and I don't want it to get hairy.
Hmm. Definitely good to work those out beforehand.
Hmm.
All right, I'm switching into my favorite wearable to come from DG recently. I believe this was a collaboration. I could, for the life of me, I could not figure it out, but I would like to actually learn more about CoinGecko. I believe it was like, how, what is the or yeah, what would be the process of getting your CoinGecko wearable? Is that
Uh,
a better
yeah, I
question?
can,
Would
I
be if
can.
it's still even active.
So what we did with them is they have so CoinGecko is kind of like a market page. They put out some great blog posts and articles about what's going down in Web3, and they also obviously allow you to track all the different coins. They have a bunch of different metrics and info about the projects all right there. I use CoinGecko like all the time. If I find a new coin or a new project, I go there. Number one, just because they aren't like scamming you. You can save the coin and to your MetaMask and not like be be all sketched out of like, is it safe? Is it not? I can always trust CoinGecko, so I enjoy them. But yeah, CoinGecko has this kind of like membership program. It's like completely free. You don't have to like pay to be a part of it. I'm pretty sure as well. But essentially, you make an account, and then every day you log in, you get a certain amount of candies, and then these candies you can redeem for prizes. And one of the prizes was the CoinGecko. So yeah, we initially dropped 10,000 of those, and they were claimed. I want to say in like an hour or like a couple hours, all 10,000. And then so we're like, oh damn, good thing we did 100,000 in count. But we dropped another 10,000. I think it sold out within like a day or two. But yeah, I think those. I mean, we still have like a ton left. So I believe they're still claimable on the website, and if not, I think we'll be ramping up another kind of campaign for them, just to make sure all their users get one, at least one. But if you can't get one, then you can always find them on the secondary. I think they're only like one or two Matic, so definitely a low price point there.
Oh, nice. Okay, okay. And thank you for explaining CoinGecko. Like, I do believe have been in there, but mainly to kind of read their articles, but never really dived in and uh, looked at its features. So you kind of gave me the thought to kind of like check it out and maybe open my account so I can start collecting candies and get some get another gecko, maybe to give it away to someone.
Sounds good. Yeah, they have like a bunch of other kind of cool free NFTs that you can redeem too. So yeah, definitely make sure to check them out. The CoinGecko team is awesome. All my experiences with them, we actually did a partnership with them way back in the day. We just made them a gecko head before Ice Poker and whatnot. It was just like kind of like a fun collaboration. But yeah, their team is awesome. They're in Web3 for the right reasons, and I I just it's like my go-to to find information about a coin and then save that coin to my MetaMask, so I can send, receive, and potentially even buy sometimes the coin. So it's just a safe place, I guess you could say, to get information. They're typically, I would say, like the least biased for the most part. They try to just give like neutral takes on the situation, make sure they have all the right information that they're putting out to their users, so they're not leading them one way or another.
Taking notes. Definitely. So we're not gonna find any lonely Decentral and metaverse articles in there, huh?
I don't believe so. I think they put one out, but I don't think it was around. I don't think it was like CoinMarketCap where they said there was only like 38 people in Decentraland. And then, dude, CoinMarketCap like went back and they said they were running through like all the data through like spreadsheets, and then they found like 810, which was like wrong again, which is just ridiculous.
Yep. Still off, but I mean, I do understand that the daily active user number isn't like the best, but like it's definitely not the numbers that they were claiming.
Yeah, definitely not. I think. Are you familiar with the DCL nodes website?
Not with the website. There's a
It's
DCL.
DCLnodes.io. I can send it over to you. Just kind of just like a general tracker of server activity and whatnot. I don't know if they've found this page or not, but just this page in itself, like it says total users right now in Decentraland 393. So doesn't disprove them right now, but you know, if there's 393 people in the world right now, then the daily active users got to be, you know, much higher than that. So.
Yep, most definitely. Now I'm familiar with this page. Thank you for introducing me. And here, I'll even drop it to the Twitch chat so that they can get it.
That's nice.
I almost dropped it in Billy's Twitch chat too.
Yeah, there's some good information there. It's not like super in depth, but you can, there's a thing at the bottom that says you can go to crowd, so you can teleport to the most populated area of the realm.
Okay.
Which is cool.
Oh, okay, pretty cool information.
Absolutely.
So, let's see. Okay, so to my fun question while I begin my tour, is it okay if I show the upstairs on stream?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sounds good. I'm gonna give him a little tour. Might as well flex my scepter. I haven't even been up there since I got it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the logic is all fixed. There was like a few bugs getting upstairs. I think it should be good to go.
Oh, I should probably wear my full set before. Oh no, I beat the colliders, or there might not be any colliders.
Yeah, I think you need to have it. Like the refresh really quick. Boom, alright, yeah. So I don't need to refresh. Yeah, just throw your scepter on, give it a couple seconds to load, and then you'll be able to pop upstairs.
Yep. Oh, it's nice up here. Roomy.
I got some more tables, got like a nice little view. Keeps going with like the Art Deco kind of vibes mixed with like the Taj Mahal vibes.